What's good? What's good? Man, I see we rocking, man. Let me apologize, you know what I'm saying? I had some technical difficulties, man. I couldn't rock like I wanted to. So I just didn't want to not pop on, you know what I'm saying, and say nothing to man, whoever will be watching. But I had it, you know what I'm saying, in the show today to talk about respect, self-respect, morals, and values. But I'm gonna put that out, you know what I'm saying, for a different show. But we will touch on it, you know what I'm saying. I'm pressed for time, but I just didn't want to just not pop on, man, and pop out for the people that was gonna show up. First of all, thank y'all for showing up, man. This episode is gonna be short, but anybody that popped up, man, and held on with me, I thank you. I appreciate you. We still gonna do this anyway for the people who will see it later, even if it ain't nothing but 30 minutes. But I'm not gonna do the original show that I do, man, but I'm just gonna talk for a minute, man, about us and about self-respect and about morals and values, man, because we really got away from that as a people, man. And like I said, I had a whole lot to say, but self-respect, man, is based on the love and respect, you know what I'm saying, you have for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And self-respect, you know what I'm saying, it goes into how you carry yourself, you know what I'm saying, how you act, how you treat other people, you know what I'm saying, all of that coincides with self-respect, not just for you, but self-respect is big these days, man, because a lot of us as adults, you know what I'm saying, really don't have the level of respect, self-respect that we need for ourselves. And it's showing in our youth to the point where a lot of our youth are basically running around here, you know, and their actions and how they carry themselves show that they literally have no self-respect at all. And a lot of that has to do with us, you know what I'm saying, and how we carry ourselves and how we haven't showed up for, you know what I'm saying, in the way we carry ourselves as parents. Because I, as a parent, I'm guilty of, you know what I'm saying, letting my anger get the best of me, you know what I'm saying, around my kids, you know what I'm saying. I have fought around my kids, you know what I'm saying, which promotes violence, you know what I'm saying. So, like, it really affects our kids, man. And like I said, it affects us as people. Because now I see, man, like, it's harder for us to deal with each other, literally. It's harder for us to communicate. It's harder for us to get an understanding, to get an agreement. And all that, man, is based on, like I said, what I was going to talk about today. Not only self-respect, but morals and values, what we stand for, what we represent, what we value. You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing, because to keep it honest, nowadays, people don't value themselves. People don't value family. People don't value respect. People don't value, you know, really, like we always like to say, keeping it real. That's really what it come down to, keeping it real. And the lack of self-respect, the lack of morals, the lack of values, it's got us to that point where we are now, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have to get ourselves together. Like I always say, it's we, man, because I'm still working on me, you know what I'm saying? I never claim to be 100%, but I'm willing to put myself, you know what I'm saying, and my issues and my problems on the line to discuss it, you know what I'm saying, to help all of us really try to get a better understanding. Because if I can get some insight from y'all, you know what I'm saying, I have people on here that I really talk to on a daily basis. And if I can discuss it with y'all and y'all can give me some real insight, you already know I'm with that. I'm for that. I'm all about bettering myself. Because as a person of self-respect, let me say this on this real. I was blessed. Unlike a lot of other black males that grew up around my time, I was blessed by two male role models that I had in my life, man. One is my granddaddy, and his name is Mace Miller, but everybody called him Pete. And the other one is my pops, Charles Davis Fuller, Eddie Charles Davis Fuller, for those that really know him. You know what I'm saying? Like, those were my role models. Those are the guys that are responsible for me being the man I am and being here today, because they taught me self-respect. They helped to mold my morals and my values. They helped to mold what was important to me. You know what I'm saying? Which was self-respect. Self-respect with me started early because I'm the only me. That's the one thing, you know what I'm saying, that my granddad, you know what I'm saying, and anybody else taught me. I'm the only me it is. I'm the only me. So good or bad, it's me. You know what I'm saying? And coming into my own as a young man helped to mold more of that, but that's where it started from. That was the foundation. And unfortunately, a lot of young black men that I grew up with and later on didn't have those type of positive influences in their life. Like, they wasn't in my life nowhere near as long as I would want them to be, but they're long enough to lay the foundation for who I am today, man. For real. You know what I'm saying? Like, they paved the way. They, you know what I'm saying, were heavy on me about how I carry myself, looking a man in the eye when I talk to him, being honest with a person, you know what I'm saying, shaking a man's hand, respecting a man even when you didn't agree with a man. Because as individual, like I said, I'm an individual. I'm the only me. You might not see things the way I see things, and that person might not see things the way I see things. But my level of self-respect allows me, you know what I'm saying, to understand that person from a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? And respect that person. Because that's, you know what I'm saying, one of the keys to self-respect. Let me tap into my notes right now because I did want to touch on something else. I want self-esteem. Let me read this. Self-esteem is closely related to self-respect, but focuses more on the emotional evaluations of one's worthiness and capabilities. It involves feelings of confidence, competence, and overall self-worth. High self-esteem enables individuals to handle challenges, pursue goals, and maintain a positive self-image despite setbacks. Self-esteem. Some people call it, some people say I'm overly confident, but like I said, I'm me. I'm confident in me with the good and the bad. You know what I'm saying? The good and the bad. Because I, you know what I'm saying, did the self, you know what I'm saying, evaluations. I'm on self, you know what I'm saying, motivation, self-development. So I had to look at myself. And even in my weaknesses, even in, you know what I'm saying, being able to identify my weaknesses and the weaknesses that I have, in a sense, made me stronger because that gave me exactly what I needed to know to work on. Even, you know what I'm saying, finding your weaknesses make you stronger because that gives you a chance to better yourself. If I know my weakness, then I know what I need to work on. I know what I need to do to better myself. And that's why I'm in the process of doing what I need to do now. Because I'm bettering myself. Just like I'm, you know, talking and trying to give advice, it's helping me better understand me and better to deal with people. But I'm saying, man, like, I can't express this enough, man. Self-respect, self-esteem. Our kids, you know what I'm saying, are lacking self-respect. Our kids are lacking self-esteem. Our kids are lacking dignity. And this comes from us, man, because we've gotten away from that. We've gotten away from, you know what I'm saying, what is valuable to us. You know what I'm saying? I remember respect and the way people carried themselves and the way people treated people. It mattered way more than how popular you were. Nowadays, you know what I'm saying, people move off popularity. So people, you know what I'm saying, we idolize these, you know what I'm saying, stars, and we idolize these rappers, and we idolize these singers, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, do we know them morally? Do we know what they stand for morally? Do we, you know what I'm saying, know their values? You know what I'm saying, what they value? Like, that's why it's never been, you know what I'm saying, I've never been that type of person to move off of, you know what I'm saying, what other people say or the image that they portray. Because I know that rapper, that singer, that's an image that they portray. You know what I'm saying? They do everything they can, we see now, to keep you out of their really real life, to, you know what I'm saying, keep you away from knowing what they really got going on or what they really all about. And we see that now because these days they constantly getting exposed these days. And people are, you know what I'm saying, like losing faith or they're so hurt because their favorite artist or their favorite rapper turned out to be immoral or turned out to not, you know what I'm saying, value, you know what I'm saying, the things that should be valued. And like we've got to the point where we value popularity or we value money. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people follow, you know, immoral people with money just because they have money or just because people eating off their plate. You know what I'm saying? I've seen, you know, people sell their soul literally, you know what I'm saying, for somebody because they had a bag and they followed the bag. And it's like, that's where we at now, you know what I'm saying? And that all stems from a lack of self-respect, you know what I'm saying, a lack of morals and a lack of values. And it's like, that's hurting us. That's what's killing our kids now. You know what I'm saying? Our kids don't have enough self-respect for themselves to understand that I don't have to be the toughest person in the world. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? I take it back to, you know, discussing, you know what I'm saying, the P-Ave, where I was raised at. The one thing that I recognized early in the group of guys that I hung with, in the group of guys that I was raised with, in the group of guys that I call my family, was everybody wasn't tough. Everybody couldn't fight. You know what I'm saying? So everybody wasn't gangster. Like, everybody couldn't move the same way. Everybody was an individual. Everybody had an individual situation that they had to go by. You know what I'm saying? For instance, I knew my guy, Mike, you know what I'm saying, couldn't kick it like we kick it because if he got in trouble, he really was the only one that had a dad. So I know if he get in trouble, you know what I'm saying, messing with us, doing some stuff, he probably gonna get grounded forever. He won't be able to come out to play football and do nothing. So, you know what I'm saying, as a guy that tried to be the leader in that group, you know what I'm saying, I had to make sure that I knew each individual guy and I knew, you know what I'm saying, what he was capable of. And just like I said, to boost his self-esteem or to keep somebody from boosting his self-esteem, if he couldn't fight, I would try not to never let him get in a fight. Because I know the people that was around us, the way we were being raised and everything, if he, you know what I'm saying, got in a fight and got handled the wrong way, it would ruin his self-esteem. It would ruin who he was as a person. It would ruin how he carried himself. You know what I'm saying? It would ruin. And really, it would open him up for the vultures. You know what I'm saying? It was deeper. But, you know what I'm saying, like, I prided all of us on self-respect. Like, we were together, we were united, we went where we wanted to, we didn't disrespect anybody. But we never allowed anybody, you know what I'm saying, to tell us what we could do, what we couldn't do, because at the end of the day, like I said, my self-respect as a man, my morals as a man, my values as a man is what guide me through life. Not man, not who's popular, not what, you know what I'm saying, they got going on right now. The hot topic of the day, that's not what guides me. That's not, you know what I'm saying, what guides how I move. That's not what guides how I make decisions. That's not what guides how I act or how I treat people. You know what I'm saying? It's instilled in me. It's instilled in me. And like, I'm gonna give for instance, I thought about this the other day when I was doing this story. When I was younger, you know what I'm saying, like my mother and my sisters, they never understood my dealings with women or young ladies at the time. They never understood that. And it's like, one of the things they used to hate the most about it was how I brought women around, and then I could talk on the phone to other women, or I could have other women come to the house and pull up while I have a woman there. And as women, they used to like get so upset with that and like, how can you do women like that? And you know, this and the third. But I always stood strong on the fact that me personally, my morals and my values led me to live my life to where I didn't have to lie to anybody. That's me being me. Me making the choices that I'm going to make in my life, me making decisions that I'm going to make in my life to go in a direction that I choose to go in my life, I never apologize for that. I never apologize for that, and nobody should, because you are your own individual. You know your makeup, you know your morals, you know your values, so you know how to make decisions for you. My decisions, you know what I'm saying, aren't based on anybody else, unless my decisions can hurt the next person or my decisions affect the next person. That's the only person, you know what I'm saying, that I, based on my morals and values, have to consider when I make decisions. Meaning, if I'm talking to a girl, like, think about this, man, and I really believe this. This is some relationship stuff, but let me put this in here. Like, I've always felt like I could date as many women as I want to because I choose to do that. For those that feel like I'm wrong, you can feel like that too. You know what I'm saying? You can feel like that too. But the only thing that comes with me dating any woman that I want to date when I want to date her is being honest with every woman that I come in contact with. As a man, morally, that's all I owe you. That's all I owe you, to be honest with you. If I'm dealing with you like that, I owe you to where it's going to affect you for me talking to this woman. Then I owe it to you to say, hey, you know what I'm saying? I met this other little female, you know what I'm saying? She cool. I'm going to chop it up with her and spend some time with her. Like, that's all I owe you. And I say that to say, in the same way I would say that's all a man owes my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Is to be honest with her. That's all. And let her decide. I always felt like, if I'm honest with you and I let you know what I'm doing, it's on you to decide if you want to do it with me or not. That's as respectful, that's as real as it gets. Contrary to what y'all believe, you know what I'm saying, and these, like I said, mentally trapped or mentally unbalanced people believe that you can control a person. Like, imagine it. Imagine me with all the self-respect, self-confidence, and self-esteem that I have. Imagine me trying to lie or manipulate or control somebody else. Imagine it. And saying I want a woman that, you know what I'm saying, don't talk to no men. That's crazy. That's crazy for anybody to say. To me, that shows that a person is unbalanced, because, like, as a friend, as a girlfriend, I've had girlfriends, but why would I say, okay, since you're talking to me, I don't want you to talk to anybody else? That's a lack of self-respect. That's a lack of self-confidence. That's a lack of self-esteem. My God, we can't do it like that. We have to shape up. For the fellas, man, like, lying is lying, fellas. Let me see how much time I got. Lying is lying. Lying is not having game. Lying is lying. As a man, the last person I had to lie to was my mom. That was back when I was like 15. I had to tell her that I was selling drugs. I was scared she was going to whoop my ass. Excuse my French. I'm not scared of now other person whooping my ass, so I don't feel like I need to lie to you. Now, in my unbalanced state, I have did like people do today. I have, you know what I'm saying, felt those times when I had to match energy with people. When I felt like, okay, if you were, you know what I'm saying, going to lie to me, I could lie to you too. You know what I'm saying? I did that. You know what I'm saying? When I felt like you brought some drama toward me, I brought that drama to you. Like, I did that. I fed into negativity. You know what I'm saying? But it led me to some dark places. It led me to some dark places because that was a lack of self-respect on my part to allow somebody, you know what I'm saying, to pull me out of character or to pull me to a point where I want to match negative energy with them. You know what I'm saying? That shows a lack of self-respect for myself. That shows a lack of self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? For me to allow somebody to pull me in a certain direction or to motivate me to do something. Like people say, they made me mad. Like a person can't make me do nothing. You know, a person shouldn't be able to make you do nothing. But if they can, you need to check yourself. And like I said, I was that person at that point. You can make me mad, you can make me want it, but I realized like that's not that person. That's something within you that would allow a person to move you. And that's where, you know what I'm saying, it came into where I had to really get in there and check myself and check, you know what I'm saying, my self-esteem, you know, my dignity. You know what I'm saying? Like, not really caring about what nobody think of me, because I know, you know what I'm saying, if you don't know me, you don't know me. But I know how I carry myself. I carry myself with respect, so I'm not going to allow myself to be disrespected. I don't particularly, you know what I'm saying, expect everybody to respect me, because imagine expecting somebody with no self-respect to respect you. And like I said, a lot of us are walking around with no self-respect. That's why bumping into each other is leading to people dying. That's why people talking to the same girl is leading to people dying. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying, because it's too much lack of self-respect, lack of you know what I'm saying, dignity. You know what I'm saying? Men out here lying to women, women out here lying to men, you know what I'm saying? And then when people are being honest, these people are not, you know what I'm saying, confident enough or confident enough to themselves, like to say, okay, he's a better man for her. You know what I'm saying? He's a better man for her. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that simple. Everybody's not for everybody. That's why I like I said, I never try to control people, or I never try to manipulate or motivate people. I mean, to manipulate people. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody comes into your life for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And I try to treat that person with the utmost respect and do everything I can to help that person win, because out of self-respect, out of self-esteem, self-dignity, that's what I would want the person to do to me if that person was in the same shoes. So I just treat people, you know what I'm saying, like the Bible says. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you, man. And like I said, that doesn't mean that I'm going to let, you know what I'm saying, a woman tell me I can't talk to other women, but that means that I'm going to be honest with her up front and tell her, like, I'm going to talk to other women. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's it, that's all. You know what I'm saying? And like, everybody got their own definition of real, you know what I'm saying? And they like, it's going around now. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, is talking about what's real and who's real and these men are real. I talk to my daughters and I tell my daughters the same thing. The real man is the man with self-respect. The real man is the man with self-esteem, dignity. The real man has a set of morals, you know what I'm saying, and values that guide his life. So that's what you need to be finding out. Forget how cute he is. Forget what he's driving. You know what I'm saying? Forget what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I tell them, any man that's for you is trying to see what you're about and what you're doing with your life. You know what I'm saying? To the point where he can help you. You know what I'm saying? And that, because that's the value in men and being with women. That's the value in it. You know what I'm saying? So like self-respect, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to women. You know what I'm saying? Let me say this, man. It's crazy how the women, you know what I'm saying, have gotten so, the women and the young ladies have gotten so far away from self-respect. You know what I'm saying? Let me say this, ladies. Let me see what time I got. Okay, I'm running short. Let me say this, ladies. You guys are the prize. You used to be. Let me say that. You guys are the prize. Like, I remember, you know what I'm saying, when we were young, like, the women were the prize. So, as men, we had to step our game up in order to woo, or in order to win, or in order to, you know what I'm saying, like, get y'all attention, you know what I'm saying, and show y'all what we were all about. You know what I'm saying? That's what it used to be, even before my time. Like, my granddaddy told me how they used to have to court. They used to have to go to the house. They used to have to talk to the woman and, you know, sit there in the living room and talk. You know what I'm saying? Talk to the woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell the woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you planning in life. You know what I'm saying? This is the third. What you planning for her. What you planning for you. Both of y'all together. Like, it was about, you know what I'm saying? Just like the Bible said, finding your helper. Finding, you know what I'm saying, the person that was for you. You know what I'm saying? And nowadays, like, it's so far from that. It's like y'all not the prize no more, honestly, because of the lack of self-respect, the lack of the same thing, self-esteem, the lack of dignity. It's so crazy because now, especially with social media and, you know, just the whole wave, it's like, it's out there. It's out there. Like, men don't even have to like court or go, like, y'all throwing it Y'all throwing it up, and I'm not saying everybody, but like, think about this. The good women, I'm telling you, the good, and I know there's some good women out there. Trust me, I'm not one of those men. Like, I know a bunch of good women, but I also know that is for the men that's looking for good women. If they head not on straight and they not balanced, they get blinded by all the immoral, you know what I'm saying, low self-esteem, the no dignity. You know what I'm saying? That's out there, and I'm gonna keep it real. Men are physical creatures. That's why for the women that I talk to, I've told y'all, like, it's no good. I tell my daughters, I wouldn't give my daughters away right now. I wouldn't give my daughters away in marriage because I know what these people, you know what I'm saying, my age, I know who they raised. I know who their kids are raising. And like, I don't want any of my daughters with them type of dudes because it's no self-respect, no self-esteem, no dignity. That's why, you know what I'm saying, these Jews are choosing abuse when it comes to women because, you know what I'm saying, they not balance themselves, you know what I'm saying, to be able to balance a relationship with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the level of self-respect they need, you know what I'm saying, in order to be a good man for a good woman. They don't have the dignity, the self-esteem. You know, they don't have it yet. They don't have it yet. And the women, you know what I'm saying, are so caught up, they're not even looking for that now. They so caught up now, all they worried about is, I just want a man who's not talking to all them women. That's not what it's about. Because I go to work every day. I'm a handyman and general contractor. I work around women every day, but that has nothing to do, you know what I'm saying, with how I carry myself, you know what I'm saying, and the level of respect I have for me and whoever, you know what I'm saying, I'm dating with. Or whoever, you know what I'm saying, I'm dealing with like that. So it's all wacky right now. You know what I'm saying? The self-respect, the morals, the values on both sides, men and women, like it's totally out of whack. You have the woman haters going around here, you know what I'm saying? These men that's running around here blaming women for all their problems. And then you have these man haters that's running around, you know what I'm saying, blaming the men for all their problems. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's crazy because like anything that happened to me, anything that somebody, you know what I'm saying, did to me, especially relationship wise, like I hold all the cards as a self-respectful man. I would never, you know what I'm saying, say a woman did me wrong or a woman did this or a woman did like, because as a self-respectful man with high self-esteem and dignity, like I'm not going to allow it. I'm not going to allow it. And just like I said, women, y'all were the catch. Y'all still are the catch. You know what I'm saying, to the real men. But like, it's got to be a level of self-respect, a level of dignity, you know what I'm saying, morals, values, all that come into play when a man is looking. True enough, when he's looking, yeah, he looking for one thing. He looking, you know what I'm saying, to see the physical nature. You know what I'm saying, which all men are physical. But that balanced man, you know what I'm saying, is looking for what's deeper. It's looking for, you know what I'm saying, what she really stand for. You know what I'm saying, what does she value? If she value money, you know what I'm saying, like I can't deal with that because I never, you know what I'm saying, like put myself in a position where I'm trying to shower somebody with money. And another, let me, you know what I'm saying, let me see who rocking. Okay, bam, we rocking. Let me say this too, you know what I'm saying, since we on that subject of self-respect. Nowadays, I see on social media, they've been having a lot of posts about what women won't accept and what women will accept and what's basic and what's... Let me tell you this. This again goes to your self-respect, to your morals, and what do you value. And let me say this as a man. No woman is wrong for having standards. No person. I have standards myself. If you got, you know what I'm saying, a restaurant that you feel is beneath you, that's cool. All I ask is that you were willing to be upfront with a man about that, because a man like myself would tell you, if you told me, hey, I don't want to go here, I don't want to go here, okay, well, cool. There's no use in us going anywhere. That prevents us from wasting time. That's a level of self-respect that we got to get to. You know what I'm saying? Because I choose, you know what I'm saying, not to take you somewhere, because I choose to not do this or because I choose to not, it makes me no less than a man. It makes me no weaker. If it does to you, that shows your lack of self-respect, your lack of morals, and your lack of value. Because I'm cool being me. If I'm not for you, that's cool. The quicker we find that out, the better. The quicker we find it out, the better. That way we don't waste time, because time is something we can never get back. But morally sound, let me know, man. I'm like, let me know your standards. Let me know your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what makes up the woman. That's what a real man is looking for. That's how he decides if this woman is a potential long-term mate or if she just, you know what I'm saying, a sex buddy. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody get lonely. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't tell people, if that's your sex buddy, it's a sex buddy. But don't try to make it into no relationship. You know what I'm saying? That comes with relating. You know what I'm saying? Relating to the person. And relating to a person, if y'all don't relate on some level morally, you know what I'm saying, with the self-respect and with the values, it's not working. So ladies, keep those boundaries. Keep those boundaries. A lot of y'all need to step y'all boundaries up because you're going for too little. You know, you're going for too little. You're putting it out there for too little. You know what I'm saying? You're giving it away for nothing. You're giving it away for I love yous and I'm digging yous and, you know, he cute and he got dreads. You know what I'm saying? And like, we constantly getting single mothers, you know what I'm saying, bitching about having an absentee dad. Like, y'all picking these dudes. Y'all picking them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let them get that far without making sure that he's, you know what I'm saying, has self-respect. He values family, you know, and his morals won't let him, you know what I'm saying, just not be in his child's life. That's what y'all not digging into. You know what I'm saying? What he driving has nothing to do with he can drive right out of y'all life with whatever he drive. But we still making the same mistakes. We still having these women on here saying me and this and me and this and all me and this and me and not this and me and not that, because you constantly chosen to be in relationships with people who didn't have, you know what I'm saying, no self-respect, didn't have, you know what I'm saying, no morals, and didn't have no values. And the only thing that really shows is that you lack it. You lack self-respect. That's why you would allow yourself, you know what I'm saying, to get in a relationship with a guy, you know what I'm saying, and have a baby by a guy, you know what I'm saying, who's not going to take care of his kids. That's why you would do it twice. You know, it's not always the guys. Like I said, people with self-respect, people with boundaries, you know what I'm saying, they don't allow people in that easy. People with real morals, they don't allow people in that easy. It's not that easy, you know what I'm saying, to play with a woman who has self-respect or morals and values. It's not, you know what I'm saying, that easy. It's not that easy to get in, you know what I'm saying, and y'all be in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, in a week and posting pictures on Facebook and stuff. It's not that easy. And y'all keep thinking it is because you're morally out of whack. Your values, you know what I'm saying, are non-existent. You have no self-respect. And until you start developing these things in yourself, until you really start realizing what matters to you, it's the same thing I tell my daughters. The same thing I tell my sons. Until you really realize what matters to you and, you know what I'm saying, value yourself, you know what I'm saying, get the level of self-esteem that you need, you get the level, you know what I'm saying, of dignity that you need, yeah, a motherfucker would tell you that you arrogant because you do too good for them. And you are. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, because we don't know our value, we sink to the level, you know what I'm saying, and deal with people who are really beneath us because of our lack of self-respect and our lack of, you know what I'm saying, self-esteem. I'm not saying I'm better than nobody, but I got standards. I guarantee you that. And it has nothing to do with looks. You know, true enough, I don't want no dog, but I guarantee you I'll take a dog, you know what I'm saying, before I take something that's out here moralist. I'll take an ugly woman before I take something out here that's moralist, because I know, you know what I'm saying, like I got less problems, and it ain't because she ugly. It's just the fact of morals and values. I would take a woman with strong morals and values and self-respect before I ever take one that's lack, because she's going to hinder me. That's why these relationships going bad, because you got two people, you know what I'm saying, who don't respect themselves, so they can't respect each other. They don't value each other. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have no morals that will prevent that. My morals prevent me, you know what I'm saying, from hurting a woman. You know what I'm saying? Not saying, not saying I've never, you know what I'm saying, fell victim to put my hands on a woman. But beating a woman down, trying to control a woman, keeping a woman in an abusive relationship. No, I never did, because I got sisters. And if any one of them was ever in one of those situations, I'm coming. So I felt like, why would I do that when I know this woman might have a brother too? So I'm going to respect myself enough, and I'm going to respect her enough, and I'm going to respect her brother, because I'm a brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, it works hand in hand, man. Anybody that know me know, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I am. I may come off rough, I may come off, you know what I'm saying, like rugged, but I'm me. Like it or not, I'm me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the guy that will tell you if I have something to say to you. I'm the guy that will tell you if I had disagree with something. Like, I would tell you before I told the next person. And that's out of respect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the gossiping type. You know what I'm saying? Those that if you come and talk to me about somebody else, my morals and my values say, I'm going to let you know, hey man, don't talk to me about him, because I'm going to let him know. Because I'm not going to be the guy, you know what I'm saying, that end up in the conversation talking about him when you put me there. And yeah, I'm going to tell you, well, look, tell him, you know what I'm saying? Let me call him and let you tell him. And that's just because if I come to you and I say something about somebody else, you can best believe I already told that person. They know how I feel. If I bring it up to you and mention it to you, because talking to you about them, you know what I'm saying, is not going to rectify the problem. So if I'm talking to you about somebody else, I done already tried to rectify that problem with them. I done already told them exactly how I felt about it, but look, and that's just me. That's just me, and I'm just, you know what I'm saying, running y'all down, like using me as an example of my basic set of morals, my basic set of values. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody is not me, but like I said, I have a set, and it's like I said, it's come from how I was raised. It comes from the surroundings that I was around. It's all the things that I saw in life. You know what I'm saying? Allowed me to empathize. That's another thing that comes with self-respect. Being able to put yourself in the next person's shoes, to think about how that person would feel if you did certain stuff. And that's why I say it. By me being able to empathize, that allows me, you know what I'm saying, to be respectful of the next person and tell them what's going on up front. And like, fellas, it's 2024, man. It's 2024. You can be whatever you want to be. You can be a woman. You can be a non-binary. You ain't got to be, like, you can be whatever you want to be. But like, why are we still choosing to be liars, man? Why are we still choosing to be liars? You know what I'm saying? For real. Because like I keep saying, and I don't mean to just keep bringing it up, but like, regardless of who you lie to, God see you, man. God see you. And as a man of self-respect, as a man with dignity, as a man with morals and values, you might be lying to her, but you lying before God. Man. And God see it. God see it. He see how you treat people. That's what it say. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. So if you go through life lying, deceiving, and messing up with people, what do you think is going to come your way? What kind of karma you think is coming back? What kind of karma you think is coming back on your daughters? What kind of karma you think is coming back on your kids? Like, what kind of karma do you think you sow when you practice deception and you practice lying? You know what I'm saying? And you practice all this negativity. Women, get your self-esteem up. Work on your self-respect. You know what I'm saying? Work on, you know what I'm saying, your morals. Work on your values. Value yourself overall. Y'all give the gift of life. There's no way in hell somebody should be getting that on the humbug. It's no way in hell, you know what I'm saying, like you should be creating a baby with a lame duck. Like that should be, you know what I'm saying, like that's one of the most precious things that y'all can do as women. Y'all give life. Y'all, you know what I'm saying, give us the nation. But keep it real. If y'all keep building the nation of babies by bum niggas that's not gonna be there, niggas that's not gonna step up, you know what I'm saying, and try to do what needs to be done to help y'all raise them kids, like what is that generation gonna be like? And it's not just on y'all. Like, but I say this, it's on y'all to reach out, you know what I'm saying? Not just worried about a man, you know, a male, a role model. You know what I'm saying? A role model that you see, you know what I'm saying, that has self-respect, carries itself with self-respect, carries itself with dignity, carries itself, you know what I'm saying, with a high level, you know what I'm saying, of self-esteem. You need to introduce your sons to those guys. You need to, you know what I'm saying, try to, you know, get them to try to influence your sons in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? Influence their morals. What do you stand for as a mother? You know what I'm saying? Are you about your family, or are you about your bag? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying that, you know what I'm saying, like everybody shouldn't be, you know, the cost of living is getting higher and higher. So get your money, do what you got to do. But do you value that more than you value your family? Do you value that more than you value yourself? You know what I'm saying? OnlyFans. Do you value money more than you value yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, self-respect. And I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, but do you respect yourself? Are you comfortable with that? Is your self-esteem suffering from that? You know what I'm saying? Morally. Are you okay morally? You know what I'm saying? All of that count, man, in every decision. And just like I said, I feel that we are morally bankrupt. But we can always get better. We can always get better. Don't never believe you can't get better, because they said I was the worst. They said I wouldn't be here. And they said a lot of stuff, but I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. I'm chopping it up with y'all, and hopefully we all getting better together. But look, I done talked y'all head off, you know what I'm saying? But I'm glad y'all hung in there with me. I'm glad y'all tuned in with me, man. My brother asked me, you know what I'm saying, if I still wanted to do it because of the election debate. But man, we don't want to listen to them folks. Man, they ain't talking about nothing, you know what I'm saying, that we really need to hear. But again, man, I thank y'all for tuning in with me. You know what I'm saying? I had a little technical difficulties. That's why I got started late. And I'm going to try to get that situated so we don't have this happen no more, man. But thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? I see all the comments popping up. I'm going to get back to y'all later. I can't get to everybody now, man. But, like, I appreciate it, man. And, like, hopefully we can do this again next week, man. Until then, y'all take care, man. And everybody stay up.